Hello guys, welcome back to a Blueprints. Episode number 14 is where we are. The plan of the day. That's a good question. A few times we already failed to get the chess pieces together again. We're still running around with that Mandal of the Night, which we chosen the first time to add the armory to our drafting pool. That's what it does. It adds the armory floor plan to our group of plans that we can draft. The last episode, we started off very well with 5 of the rooms that we needed. We had a pawn room very quickly, followed by a nook in the corner, which gave us a rook. Then we had the chapel for the bishop and the security for the knight. And then we came back down to the other corner, and then we dropped the office in that corner, which was a king room. But then we never got offered either the studio or the study, or the chamber of the Lady Espen, which is required because one of those two is the queen room. I said studio because I was looking at my papers at the same time. The drafting studio is something we need to get, because we know it's going to add over here in this category, which we are still missing, or the studio. We know it will add rooms to that, so and I'm assuming it will be 8 because everything is 8 in this game. Except for the blue rooms, of course, which are 45 blue rooms. Plus room 46 all the way up north. But we have 8 bedrooms. What are we even missing? Oh, I don't know actually. Yeah, we have the servants' quarter, which we didn't draft, but I thought the other one was the maid chamber, but the maid chamber is a red room, isn't it? Yeah, then I don't actually know. Oh yeah, no. Servants' quarter and master bedroom. I thought we drafted that already. We got it offered the other day. Okay, never mind. So we want chess pieces, we want the drafting studio, we want to change, if possible, in the conservatory, if we can get it in one of these corners here. We want to change some rarities. The other day we used the gear wrench, previous episode, and we reduced 4 of the 6 gear rooms to... we did boiler room, laboratory, security and pump room. They are now uncommon. It did not offer us the workshop or the utility, so they are still on whatever they are. This one is on standard, and this one is unusual. This workshop, that is something that I want to get down as well. Preferably with the gear wrench, then we could just put it on common. But if we get it offered in the conservatory, that would also be great. Other than that, we're back at 70 steps. The last time we only started with 60 because the day before that we called it a night in the ladies' chamber, and that actually costed us 10 steps. So don't do that. But yeah, we're testing. We're always calling it a day in another room. The last episode we decided to call it a day in the dining room, I think. So maybe we find more food today or something. Who knows? I'm not gonna draft an outside room because I don't know what I actually want today. So I'm gonna leave it at this for now. I'm gonna go to the corner and immediately see if we can get conservatory. No. Okay. Now we do the laboratory, one of our 2 labs that we have, because we have duplicated in the chambers of mirror, so we have 2 of them. And we have put it the last time on common, so they will show up very often, which is good. That means we have immediately a computer in the house. and we can set up an experiment. When you drop the red room, lose 5 steps and then. No, immediately whenever you dropped an archive. Okay. We're gonna go for immediately. Add a chest to the entrance hall. Why not? Start the experiment, which is immediately successful. There we go. Life can be simple sometimes. There was also because there was not really much better to go by. We'll do pantry so we get access to that square. There's always food in here, so that has nothing to do with the fact that we called it a day in the dining room. I would like to go up, preferably, because we have access from the entrance hall into this square, so just up would be just fine. Don't need anything more. The armory is just fine for that. And we can see what we have in there. Sure, we'll buy everything. Because they're all 8. Morningstar is basically an improved chest. This is also 8, which means we can ignore 1 effect of a red room. And this is the torch. Now, let me think about that one. We've lit up the candles in the tomb, all the ones that we needed to do. Also in the tunnel, also in the chapel. I'm not gonna buy this torch. I don't need this torch anymore. No, I am wrong. The dynamite in the trading post. Okay. So we are going to buy it. And now we're gonna look for, we're gonna go back down. We're gonna look for preferably the boudoir now, because I know my boudoir is upgraded. We have the Morningstar, which means we can do this. Ah, okay, never mind. Never mind, change of plans. Don't need the boudoir. I just needed the rolling dice. So we go back outside. Can I smash things with this? I can. Ah. That's what Mr. Okay. Totally change of plans. That's our 3rd microchip. I did not expect this to happen. I thought this was just like a sledgehammer. It can knock the locks of chest and trunks. Tomorrow morning, gain 1 star. Huh. A sledgehammer could not break these vases, so I thought I had to make a power hammer. But apparently the Morningstar from the armory, it's a bit better than a sledgehammer. It's somewhere between a sledgehammer and a power hammer, I guess. Okay. Like I said, this totally changes our plan of the day. Because we have 2 rolling dice, we can re-roll the outside room. We are guaranteed the trading post. That's why I bought the torch. Then we can finally blow up that dynamite. Because that's the only thing which we have not lit up, I think. Or at least the things that we know of. We've done all the candles. So I want the trading post here now. And you see we have 2 rolling dice, we are guaranteed that room. Because there are only 8 outside rooms. If it doesn't show us in the first option, we re-roll. If it doesn't show us in the second option, we re-roll. We will get it in one of those 3 options. Like in this case, it gives us these 3. we redraw, it's gonna give us 3 others. It knows what we're looking for, so we're gonna have to use our 2 rolling dice to get the other 2 rooms, which will be the trading post and the shelter. And then it will start repeating now. Like I said, if you have 2 rolling dice, you are guaranteed the outside room that you want. Also, okay, let's first, we have nothing to dig. But we can light it up. It's a bit dusty, but it opens another room. Holy moly. We found, what's his name? Danny Ravine? He was in charge of the moonshine business, and the chauffeur is delivering it, so they have a bit of a moonshine business going. I think we found where their secret stash is. Upgrade disc as well. Christoph, here's the rest of your share, 40 gold. Yeah, Danny Ravine. From the moonshine, yeah. We knew that we're doing a moonshine business. But I did find, what is this? Trading post side room. Let's write that down. I'm keeping track of the upgrade discs because we know there are 16, but I think we lost one somewhere on the road. I feel it is no longer worth the risk. Yeah, probably you will feel that because he got fired. So he's not making the moonshine anymore because Anne kicked him out. And continuously increasing suspicions. Anne Babbage, the house manager. She figured it out meanwhile, and meanwhile he is fired. So that is indeed why it's not worth the risk anymore. But I do need another small favor of you. Next week, when you take the Baron to town, if you fabricate some excuse to delay your return by an hour or 2, I would be much beholden to you. Next week, when you take the Baron to town. So he wants him to go drive around with the Baron for an hour or 2 for some reason. Yeah, we think he's the blackmailer, didn't we? Because we found the message or the... Okay. Now, of course, what can we get for these special items that we got from the... Morning Star, what are you offering me? A silver key. Night sheet, a key card. And the torch, the metal detector. Upgrade disc for a gear wrench. I don't know, let me think about it. Let's see what's going on there, because we found our last microchip. I think I want to keep that Morning Star in case we run into some other bases that we might be able to smash with that thing. Because it seems to be more powerful than a sledgehammer, which I didn't expect. I thought it was just a sledgehammer which gave you a star in the next day. I'm assuming it will open that door now that we have the 3 things complete. Clock, castle, court. Clock, castle, court. Cloak. Clock, castle, court, cloak. Again with that clock. Some clock room, something with a clock room. Court. Yeah, it's the same, it's always the same sequence. Clock, castle, court, cloak. Okay. Write it down. We have no idea what it's all about, which means write it down. Clock, court, cloak. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. We know. Oh, we can also upgrade here. Huh. The bunkhouse room, what the hell? What are we gonna upgrade that to? This room counts as 2 bedrooms, yeah, it always did. If you have exactly 2 hallways when crafting this room, you double your keys. If you have exactly 2 green rooms when drafting this room, you double your gems. If you have 2 shops drafting, you double your coins. What's the most common one? Shops. We often have a kitchen and a commissary and then don't draft any other shops. Double your coins. Why would we need double coins? We start the day already with like 20 or whatever. I didn't even pick up my allowance yet, I think. Did we? No, because we just got 40 coins from the trading post. I don't know, shops doesn't seem to, it's green rooms or hallways, I think. But gems, we have gems from the gemstone cave. We can get gems from the nursery if we really want to. We can get gems from the morning room as well. I think I'm gonna go for keys. Keys is always a problem. 2 hallways. You usually have a west wing and a hallway, or a hallway and a corridor. Need to be exactly 2. So you need to drop this room when you have exactly 2 in your house. Like now we have a corridor. So if I can find any other hallway, and then let's say over here a hallway, T-shape, and then the bunkhouse in the corner, then we're in good shape. And it doubles our keys. We have 0 keys. We're not in such a good shape. Okay, where do you lead to? Because Sesame opens. Sesame. That's leading to the clock tower. There's a dirt pot there. Can we get to there? The throne room. Reclaim the throne. Starting tomorrow, the throne room will be permanently added to your drop pool. Black. It's a black room. What? Where is it? The armory is also a black room. It's half shop, half black. Treasure trap. Oh, I guess starting tomorrow it will be our last one, our last found floor plan. Yeah, it's gotta be. Because we have the tomb. There are not many black rooms though. The tomb, the treasure trove, the armory, and why I know it's black, because this is the Orinda Ares symbol, which is black. What's going on? Is there might also be a puzzle here with this ground thing here. Because why there are some stones there and there. Look at that. The postcard that we saw in one of the bedrooms. Reddington, I believe it is. And everything, of course, is red because, you know, Finn Ares dictory over here. Pretty dictatorial over here. Everything needs to be red, and everything. Our mother also had to adjust her book, the blue prints, into the red prints. Everything needs to be red. Yeah, there are some. Is that a river? Supposed to be a river? There is some path going there. Can we get to there? Probably not. Okay, so what did this thing do? Just gave us the floor plan. Okay. Fine by me. Close the door again. I'm gonna go back to the trading post and we're gonna trade these microchips. One is always in that thing every day when you start a day. The other one we dug up here next to the bridge. So whenever you start a day in the morning, the microchip is always on the bridge here, and then the other one will probably be on the base as well. Which means you can use them as trade materials. Sledgehammer. No, I don't need that. Coin purse. Yeah, we'll try the coin purse and then coupon book, sure. We will trade them first, sure, and then trade again. Because now we have these three things and it cannot operate those things. We just keep trading till we get a key or a key card or something. Key would be nice, we have no keys. Battery pack. I will take that. Car keys, sure. Metal detector. Key card with a nice shield. Is that worth it? Silver key for the Morning Star. Coupon book. Car keys for the salt shaker. Salt shaker. Okay, here we have a rolling dice bag at least. Magnifying glass. No, I don't need that. I would like to have the broken lever, but it's not offering me that shit. Metal detector. I think I'm gonna go for the key card. The knight, the only thing you do with that shield is you can shield one black room, one red room. Could be interesting for something like the weight room. For the other rooms, it doesn't matter that much. The chapel costs you a coin. We have 40 coins because we just opened that trading post moonshine business there. So I think I'm gonna do this here though. Get the key card. Then we don't have to mess with the system. We can just, yeah, as a matter of fact, we can put it high. And we have the sledgehammer. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Yeah, we can trade with sledgehammer. But it doesn't offer us pretty good stuff though. Because we have the Morning Star, it does exactly the same thing and even better than the sledgehammer. So if we trade the sledgehammer for something else, keep trading till it gives us something good. Salt shaker again. It's gonna do rotational, isn't it? No, it doesn't. Gives us another dice. I'm gonna keep the battery pack. Oh, that's why we needed the sledgehammer, of course. Then I should have kept that one as well. Magnifying glass, metal detector, coin purse for a key card. What kind of trade is that? We keep the Morning Star, which is our sledgehammer for the day. We have a key cards. We have a torch. We can burn things if we want to. Yeah, that torch also don't need that anymore though. Now that I think of it, we just needed a torch to do this. We've done this. All the other candles that I know of, we have lit up. I don't need that torch. I'm gonna trade that torch for a battery pack. Metal detector combio. If we can find the broken lever, we have a jackhammer. Okay, let's do that. No keys though, but we got our rolling dice back. I think you can also get an upgrade dish from there, but then you need to buy something in the showroom and trade it there. Probably something like the master key or so. Okay, let's go to the left. Yeah, how did this work? I must have missed something. Oh no, we spend our allowance on the on buying those things, of course. That's not great. Our second laboratory? I don't think so. We'll do the breakfast nook, get a key and some steps and something extra. Oh yeah, no, that key. That's what it's picking up. Okay, not super, but I want to get to the corner though. Oh, the hallway, very nice. Hallway is good because then we have two hallways. If we can then get the bunker room in the corner, then it will do whatever it needs to do whenever we had two hallways. Yeah, the boiler room we made common the other day, so it shows up already. That's a bit early though. I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna go for a hallway. Oh, an extra key. That's of course because we have the metal detector. Keys and coins are not on the ground if you don't have a metal detector. Don't need to look down. I see some people looking down. That's only happening when you have a metal detector. I was kind of hoping on a west... Oh, I can't do a west wing hall. Well, I can do a west wing hall, but then I can't do the bunkhouse anymore in the corner. Because then I have three. I need only exactly two. Our upgraded bunk room, we need exactly two hallways. So I need something else here with a T-shape. Chapel will do. We can afford a coin today. If we're really desperate, we can break the pick. Not advisable this early. So now I want the bunker room here. That would be nice. The pool hall would also be nice. They're all okay actually. But I'm gonna use my... I just want to check it. It doesn't want to give it to me. Does not want to give me it. Then we're just gonna plant that kitchen in the house here. Okay, let's see what's on the menu. 5 steps for every red room. We got the chapel, the gymnasium. Those are rooms that you could potentially put in the house. Lavatory somewhere in a corner is also not that bad. Well, it's in a way that, but I'm not gonna. I put the lavatory on unusual, I think, in the conservatory, so I'm not seeing that room much. We'll buy some more steps here. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Eh? We have the coins. We can best just buy the steps now that we don't have to come back through the whole house just to get some food in the kitchen. We can just buy out whatever we want here. We have the coins for it. Yeah, I know we only have one red room. I don't care. Let's just buy it. There we go. We got 90 steps, and we don't have to come to the kitchen anymore. And the kitchen is out of the way as well. And now I want to go back to the entrance hall. Because if we can get the bunkhouse now here, we have a key card, right? Yeah. It doesn't even matter if we dead end here. We have a key card. We can call the elevator on the foundation. So if I can get a bunkhouse, we have exactly 2. As long as we have exactly 2 hallways, I can do the bunker room. Which of course is not going to give it to you. What do you expect? This is a bit of a waste of an exit. Okay, we'll just do this. It's another dead end out of my way. Look at that. We just bought out the whole kitchen for spoot, and then you find the running shoes. Coincidence? Probably not. Probably not. That's just a game for trolling around with you. Okay, what is the only problem that we can run into now? Not much anymore, though. We have keys, we have key cards. What is gonna stop us is dead ends. That's the only thing that's gonna stop us. This is a night room, by the way. Alright, that might be something that we might actually have to think about here. We have a nook already. We have a bishop. We for sure will get a pawn. For sure. Most rooms have a pawn. Then pantry. Pantry is also probably, I don't even know. We should not have a problem with. The problem is going to be the king and the queen. That's what we're looking for, basically. You see what I mean? This is what's going to happen. No entrance up or right or whatever. Take a free room, at least stepwise. Something to the right, please. Dark room. It's fine. We have enough steps. I have never checked actually here. There are so many pawn rooms. We are definitely gonna get a den or whatever. It's all gonna be about the office and then the queen room. Either study or ladies' chamber. Okay, by the way, we got the corridor already. Where's our spare room? Servants' quarter, utility. Laboratory. The utility would be our second gear room. But we're also doing that. On the other hand, servants' quarter here would also not be bad. Let's do that. We never pick that room. Which also means we never had this room, I think. This is also a Raja. Everything purple here. Pilot. There are 12 major keys. That's wrong. Because we know that from the picture in the dark room, that whatever green node you find in Hartley's room, this is Hartley's room. They are always false. So yeah, this is bullshit. There are only 8. No, actually, the key card, the car keys, the prism key, the silver key, the secret garden key. No, this is wrong, this is wrong. Because even if you count the 8 sanctum keys, then you're already on 13. This is definitely wrong. Hartley. I know we spoke often of this day and I don't think there's anything to say. Yeah, this is our great uncle writing, I guess. I had always known the final letter could give me the perfect opportunity to finally express myself uninterrupted by you and unfettered by social graces. But I don't feel the inclination to say aloud what has always been unsaid between us. Concept as to many of you. Besides, I think a more junior valet would be better situated to meet the needs of young Master Simon. Okay. So our great uncle wants us to have a younger valet and basically fires this guy. He can stay as long as they want to train the successor. But as soon as he or she has the lay of the land, my instructions for you to quit must be satisfied. So yeah, he's basically firing him. Ignoring what I imagine your objections might be after reading this, I have decided to leave the lake house in Trinsdale to you and your family. Well, he fires him, but he gives him a house. Oh, but yeah, for the past 4 decades, you have served willingly, so he worked here for 40 years. Lake house in Trinsdale. Okay. So he fires them upon our arrival, basically. Mr. Ruota. Mrs. Babbage has told me that you will be overseeing maintenance over the next few weeks. Mr. Ruota. So it's hardly Ruota? Okay. And I apologize in advance for the work. I believe I will be back in Reddington by the middle of February, but even that is not a certainty. Either way, I do not anticipate there will be any major issues while I am gone, as the difficulties we will be having last month with the terminal connections seems to be resolved. If there is an emergency and you find yourself having to enter the central server site, I have yet set up a temporary admin key to allow you access to the network administrator controls. Admin key is the first 4 letters of your last name. The first 4 letters of the last name, followed by the first initial. The first and 5th character should be capitalized. If you have any questions, please let me know in the next few days before my departure. Randolph. Randolph Moore is in charge of the laboratory. Okay, so first 4 letters of the last name. So like in the case of Randall Moore, for instance, the first 4 letters of your last name, Moore. The first and the 5th character should be capitalized. So then it is like capital M, small letter O, O and R, and then the first letter of the first name. So that's R. Okay, and he also gave, because that's why it's writing here, right? So Randolph is writing, what's his name? Hartley. What is that? Ruota. So that is R-U-O-T, and then capitalized H from Hartley. Okay. Okay, and then we else do we have? The house manager. Babbage. So that is B-A-B-B, and then her first name is Anne, so that's an A, so that's Baba. We have Bridget the maid, but we don't have no clue about her last name. Oh, we have the assistant in the assistant in the lab as well. What's her name? Thompson, Kimberly Thompson or something. So that's T-H-O-M and then K. And then I'm guessing we have to try our own name and our mother's name and all that kind of stuff with these admin key shenanigans here. Okay. Admin keys are outside a Black Brick Grotto on that computer. We don't need a password on that computer. We needed admin keys. What we also need is a way out of here from the chapel by the looks of it. Well, not necessarily. Like I said, we have a key card, so we can potentially deadlock ourselves here. We can get to the foundation and start building there. Of course, if we have a west wing hall, we have 2 of those actually in our pool, because we duplicated it in the chambers of mirror. So if we can get another one here, would be nice. Running shoes comes into play. Very handy if you have 70 steps. Okay, here's the den, so we'll take that. Which is our pawn room. No trunk, no extra thingies. Okay. Now I don't need the bunkhouse anymore because the bunk room, I mean, because we have 3 hallways in our house now. What? It's the same as yesterday. Rank 4, already a closed door. Four keys, 3 gems, key cards. We might attempt a full trophy, or something. Or how are we doing on chessboard things? Rook, chapel, pawn. The armory was a knight, I think. Is that what I just said? Yeah. Okay, so we just need a king and a queen. We just need that. Okay, we have. Yeah, it's not a billiard room anymore. It's pool tables now. Okay, 8. 4 square is 16. 3 square is 9. Divided by 9 is 1. What do we do here? 4 square plus 1 square. That's 17. Minus 20 is minus 3. No, okay, we first have to add. So it's 1 plus 4 is 5, then square. It's 20. So you square the result of the calculation. Okay. So it's 25 minus 20 is 5. That's a silver key. That's a major key, better than a minor key. Can we at least connect to the foundation, please? Okay, fine. I'll use my silver key. Then you should connect me to the foundation because this is with many doors. That's what I thought. And we have cloister. Kidang. That's why you axed the cloister. Do we have something to dig? We don't. We have everything you want, but nothing to dig. So at the moment, there's not even a point. Look at all these security doors here. Not a problem though. Our problem now is we need to find a shovel. Let's do the foundation that way. What? Why is my elevator back up? We came up with it the last time, it was there. Oh my god, do I have to go around again? Yeah. That's what I'm gonna have to do, isn't it? There we go. We'll do the boiler room, and that also means that we have surpassed. Do we need power for anything? I don't know. Is it still gonna blow up here? Okay. And what if we give power to that room? Oh, God. Activate it. Power to that room. Open it. Didn't I activate it? Okay. Okay, no. It powers this, but it does not power the room though. So it's not the same as the break box. Okay. The only thing we don't have is a shovel. So I need to get to the left here so I can lower that thing again. Ah, that's what I thought. Losing half our steps. Why would we do that? This goes to the right, no good. Guess we're gonna have to go for archive. They're both or we do the weight room and see if we can break the wall with the Morning Star? I don't know if it can break walls the Morning Star, but it could break the vase, which the sledgehammer couldn't do. We have 60 steps. And we still have a dining room somewhere in the house, which has a lunchbox and dinner potentially. Huh? Just want to test it. Okay, doesn't do it. So it's just for trunks, but then it could break vases or so. That Morning Star business. So it's a bit powerful, more powerful than a sledgehammer, but not as powerful as a power hammer, which can break the wall. Okay. No, let's go there. Morning room. Extra gems. Salt shaker. Great. Well, actually, it might be great. We need something like, I guess, bedroom or something. We need our steps back, of course. Yep, perfect. We need our steps back, eh? From the loss that we did on the waiting room. Okay, I'm okay with that. We're still not in super shape, but if we can get the dining room, we're okay. That thing is also still on standard. We're gonna go passageway. I don't know why we need power. I don't know. We will see. Because now we can do this. We sort of surpassed this the last time by using the keycard from the bottom. And then we came up with the elevator and I left it there. So I thought it was gonna leave there, but apparently not. But now it will stay permanently. So this solved the foundation thing. So now we can go from here directly down, because the elevator is where it needs to be. Over here we just want something that goes left. Would be great if it takes our salt shaker or our running shoes, but you just know. You just know it's going to take the key card or the Morning Star or something. I'm gonna drop the room anyway, but I'm not gonna go in it though. What is that? Rat poison. Yeah, I don't want to lose my keycard. We might check what it is. If we have enough steps at the end, we might come back for it. But not at the moment. I'm not gonna go in because it's gonna... you find 2 special items, but you're gonna lose one of your items. I don't want to lose the Morning Star. Because we are doing all kind of things here at the moment, to be honest. We saved a step there, I think. Would like to find some fruit somewhere. The black box is true. The blue box is true. That can't be, because well, it depends what white says, I guess. The gems are in a true box. Okay, definitely not true. Well, that is actually true, because blue and black are pointing into each other, so this has got to be false. So this is false. So this is true. So the back, they are in here. Because otherwise we have no idea where the gems are. Sometimes it's simple logic. One, two, three, four, five. We have 5 hallways. It's a bit late, I mate. We'll just do boudoir. Get us some extra thingy things to reroll. Always handy. Boom. And of course also a gem. Now we really should start thinking about trying to fill up this house. We have so many exits over here. And we got the weight room out of the way. We still have a rotunda around. Of course we're gonna run into closed doors. Courtyards. We can of course go tunnel and then get a corner there. Something like a... No, we're gonna go courtyard. Courtyard is gonna cost us a gem, and then it's gonna give us a gem. No luck. I was hoping on the shovel. Why is it giving me a sledgehammer when we have a morning star? That's not a problem. The problem is gonna be key doors. Car keys, yeah. That's so gonna help us. Now just give me the conservatory. Yeah, that we have to use a key here, that's to be expected on rank 9. Music room. What do we have in code check? The vault. We don't have a vault. Oh, the vault. The vault is also 3? Okay, this is another room we need to axe. If we ever see the axe again, the vault needs to be axed. We're gonna go for music room. It's gonna give us an extra key and something else. Running shoes. Secret garden. Okay. Which we can, of course, we have to go to the cloister and see what's going on there. We have to go up and then see if we can get left the secret garden, and then we drive the garage there. We can open both sides. We need a dining room though. Oh my god. Is this locked? Probably. No, it's not actually. Okay, conference room. 100%. 100%. Now get something like the office. We share the coins, we can pick them up right here. Anything that goes right is fine. We have connection to this square from the courtyard. Yeah, we're gonna use a key here. There we go. That's a bit risky. Now it's gonna get tough to get through here though. I have to. I have to, I say, but I don't need coins. Because I can spread the payroll in the servants' quarter. We can spread coins all over the house. They will be here. But what are we going to use them on? We have bought out the whole kitchen, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. No idea. Our main problem is now... We're gonna do it anyway, though. We would be stupid not to. We're gonna run the payroll because we have the servants' quarter in the house. The payroll has already been run for this week. Please try again. Okay. And we're gonna spread gold. Okay. So now we go back to the conference room and all that gold is here, obviously. Now I wonder if it also spread the payroll. Or is the payroll still in the servant quarter? I don't know. We don't have keys. We can't get the locker room. We need the swimming pool. I think we need to go back down to the cloister and see what we can get there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, we have to go around here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12, then we still have 16 steps left. We can get secret garden gear. Then we can go back to the conference room and pick up all the fruit there. Will also be spread there. Secret garden spreads fruit. I think I still want to do that though. That's my plan, to draft above the cloister and then go left. And if we can get to the right, that's fine. Then I can put a garage here, which gives us 3 extra keys. That's why I want to go that far down. We also need to find a shovel somewhere. Of course, I could try to fill up this square. No, we can do it, we can do it. Mail room here would not be bad, I think. Package has been delivered, that could be keys. Beeping. Let's open the package. There's also a trunk here. A compass and a compact book. Are you kidding me? Well, actually that might be good. Oh, there's still something that I'm missing though. Ah, there is a ski. Okay, we still have a sledgehammer and a morning star, so. Okay, an extra key. Okay, we need to do whatever we can to get this house filled. The trouble is going to be over here. We can't get from the office, from the mailbox. We have to go all the way around. Do we have a magnifying glass? We do. Definitely want to check those out. This one is solved though. We have some new letters meanwhile. Nine up, 3 up. Not sure if you pay too much attention to the machine in the boot in the lab, but I figured I could save you some frustration if you've been fooling with it. The contraption in the central control for power lines. Oh yeah, okay, 9 up, yeah. Push 9 after 3. No, push 9 up after 3 up or something like that. Yeah, with that solved. So Mr. Random Moore is now giving us the solutions. But I need that. We need a magnifying glass on the stamps. Because all these stamps are different. The network password is Swangsong. Yeah. Do you have anything new for us, mate, that we haven't figured out yet? That would be nice. Would there really be people? But how can you... Can't even see that stamp. Arch Aries is stormy weather. Yeah, we know that. What we need to know is what the society together we weather. Yeah, we know it is stormy weather, so we know what the rays are. We need a society of Arch Aries. That's what we don't know. Seems to be a City Live, SKR 5. What does that mean? Is that the 5th one that he does on his trip? Or is that just 5 pfennig or something that he needs to pay? We know it's stormy weather. Well, it's definitely stormy weather, so we know the race is storm. We know it's Arch Aries, we know it's yellow. We know it's the mountain shape. Mountain shape, yellow, that's the border, so the border is yellow. The race is storm. Yeah, we just need to figure out what their transportation or society or whatever is happening with those modes. Once we know that, we can also solve Arch Aries. And that one I can't see. It's not letting me see the stamp over there. Because yeah, the stamps. Okay, we need to order more letters. This is also one of these things. You can fill up this thing here with letters more than likely, if you, as you can see, with tips of things that you already know, but some of them you might not know yet. You can do that by experiments in the lab. It's like, if your experiment succeeds, then it sends a letter. That's what we ran the other day, and we had like 3 successful, so that's why we have 3 extra letters now. But I think you can get like 20 or something. Okay, we need to be gentle with steps. We need to get a dining room in the house somewhere. That my dining room also needs to go on common. How do we not have a shovel in this day and age? Yeah, we have to go through that weight room again. We have no other choice. We have dirt piles all over the place, but we have no shovel. Yeah, like now the elevator is fine. Huh? So our main objective is now maybe keys. upgrade room, wait. The ballroom. Whenever you enter the ballroom, you set your gems to 2 gems. We can actually do that room. The room costs 2 gems, then we're on 2 gems anyway. So and every time we walk back into it, we are always going to get 2 gems back. And it goes straight forward. Then we could save the gymnasium for here somewhere or whatever. We also still have our dining room and our security. Where is that? We put it on common the other day. I might just put the gymnasium here. I'm not gonna enter it, but obviously, seen it's costing steps, but we know these were security doors. Yeah, I can open this, that's all fine, but no, it's on the other side, Dave. Because this is where we dropped at the room. Which way came we in? I don't know where we came in. Oh, here. Yeah, okay. It doesn't matter. We have everything we want except for the shovel. Stupidity. Okay. I still want to go above here though. Rotunda is a bit of a waste. Rotunda would be great over here. The thing with the rotunda is we can go up though. So I'll probably just have to do it. And then hope that the room to the left is closed. Of course it isn't. Okay, hallway is also fine. Don't want to rotate. That is fine. I'm first gonna go back. Oh, Jesus, it's shenanigans. Okay, now just give me the garage. Of course not. Of course not. Is there any benefit in getting the commissary? With 53 coins, we probably should do that and just buy the shovel, which it probably will have. Where can we shovel? In the courtyard and in the cloister. Yeah, we have to do that. It can also sell keys. Or food if we're really lucky. Gems by the looks of it. No, it does sell keys and a shovel. Okay, let's buy a set of gems. A shovel. Oh, we also have a coupon book, so we can buy everything. What is a key? A key is 9 coins. Sure. Sure. Why is it selling 2 upgrades disc here and they are not showing up? Is that the 2 that we missed or something? We bought one the other day. Okay, what's the situation? We have 15 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We only need 8 steps. Well, 10. Can we fill the house is going to be the question today, I think, for the full house trophy. We still have some rooms, like if I get a dining room, then there is a whole different world happening. Because then we can check out what that lost and found is once we have the house filled. But I need food. I can't get kitchen anymore. We have sold everything in the kitchen from the beginning. I need to get a dining room, and that thing is not showing up. What's gonna be our problem here? Steps. We have key card, we have 5 keys, we should be good. Yeah, of course. Oh yeah, we still have the secret garden, potentially. Foyer, drafting studio, we need it all. Foyer, if we get the Great Hall. But the drafting studio is also fine. Let's do drafting studio. Yes, we need to do that. Because this one has rooms, huh? Okay. The clock tower. Select the floor plan above for more information. Okay. The clock tower. Access to the Mount Holly's clock tower has always been heavily restricted. Time is sacred, and any tampering of the estate's governing timepiece has never been risked. It's a tomorrow room, which will get you 1 key starting if you call it a day. Tomorrow you will start with 1 key for each. For each tomorrow room you have drafting today. So if you draft the clock tower and you have a few of these tomorrow rooms, morning room and things like that, which are tomorrow rooms, which have effect on tomorrow. Those are the tomorrow rooms, the one with the time on it. If you have a few of those in your house, then the clock tower is interesting. Then you start the next day with like 4 or 5 keys. The clock tower. High up in the clocks. So there is also a sanctum key in here. The time is sacred. 1:30 is the sacred hour. We have to be in that room at 1:30 to get the sanctum key or something like that. Okay, it's an option. Let's have a look. We're not adding it yet. Let's have a look what the other options are. The dormitory. Each time you enter the dormitory after drafting a architect room, you gain 10 steps. What are the architect rooms? Things like the drawing studio and so. The drawing room. I don't know. Between these two I would say clock tower, but let's go to the next one. The kennel, home to several of Sinclair's hunting companions. It can be assumed that these friendly hounds have been anxious to meet their new master. Each time you dig in a room, you unlock all the doors in that room. That's interesting for something like a cloister. I think I'm gonna go for the clock tower because we know high up in the clocks is the sanctum key, so we need to try to figure out how we can get our hands on that sanctum key. So we'll add it to the floor plan. Okay. That's a painting. I thought like, oh, another sledgehammer. Yeah, I was just about to say, we have a sledgehammer, don't we? Yeah, we have sledgehammer, morning star. And I just bought a shovel in the commissary and I did not, oh my god, I did not dig over there. The Great Hall, partitioning plan for Tuesday, November 24. That's where that's today. So this is the plan for the Great Hall today. If you come in, so the last room on the right, or the first room, no, it's the last room. If you come in, last room left, last room right, one of those two will have the lever to open the site. Yeah, because you come in like this, right? Yeah. A very detailed paper model of a safe. With a code with a magnifying glass. Are you kidding me? So if you don't have the magnifying glass, you can't even see this code. That's great. Okay, so we need a code. November 7 is day 1. Yeah, we knew that. That would be too easy, right? We'll try it anyway. November 7th. 7th of November. Doesn't work. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you, with dates, what you do first. I will show you, but it's not November 7th. It doesn't matter if you do it European way where you write the date first and then the month, or American way where you write the month first. Doesn't matter for any of these shapes. Both in that case, like for instance in the boudoir with Christmas, both work. 25/12 or 12/25. As a matter of fact, even Christmas Eve works. 24/12 or 12/24 also works, as long as it's Christmas. Okay, so it's November something. That's a gate. That's a gate. That's a gate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If we count small gates. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then the month will be November, I guess. Now, it could also, if it's only counting the real small ones, then it's 5. We'll try 5 November. If not, we'll try 8 November. Okay, 0, 5, 1, 1. Doesn't work. So we have to count all the gates, I guess, which is 8 November. There we go. Letter number 5. Are you kidding me? In a few hours we are departing. As planned, we will be taking the old mountain way tunnels to the north. Mountain way tunnels to the north. We will go up as far as we can by trolleys until the rails give out. Yeah, we know oh yeah, so they walk up the mountain. Then we will proceed on foot until we reach the southern border. Southern border, they're going south to Eraja. I've never been as excited, nervous and heart burdened. I may never know if I made the right decisions. If I made the right decisions, but I have made this once I felt my father might have nodded in approval at. I'm leaving a message for Simon here in the safe house. The unhallowed cavern that we have called home for the last year. If something should happen to me, please guide him to this place. Guide him to this place. Try to show him what these last days were all for. Explain to him, if you can, the intersections between foolishness and doctrine. The thin wire we stood upon above the world, holding hands and throwing stones. Holding hands and throwing stones. In those days we were guilty of everything, as always, Mary. Okay. So that is our final letter. Okay, game. But can I please get a freaking dining room in my house? Or security? The tunnel is completely useless here. No. I want a T-shape. Okay, 1, 2, 3. It's all depending on that stupid gymnasium. We're gonna have to go through that thing, don't we? That's the locker room, the sauna, and the pump room. Yes, that's fine. Well, we have to do this anyway, though, but. Okay, please be locked. Okay. Conservatory maybe in the corner? It's gonna all come down to this here. This gymnasium needs to go up. And we have no rolling dice. Yeah, especially also here. Yeah, we still have security, we still have dining room. Okay. And then we have to do pump room. I need connection to that room. Yeah, it's gonna come down to this room here. Because we can open this side right here. Oh, that is exactly what we need to do right now. Because the secret garden has spread fruit in the conference room. Yeah, that's what we need to do. We need to open the door right now. The broken lever. What we also need is this freaking workshop right here. We don't have a workshop in our house, right? No, we need a workshop right here. Followed by the study or something. It's gonna come down to the gymnasium. The steps, we have solved the steps now. And the morning star doesn't break this wall. But I can make sledgehammer, battery pack, broken lever. We have the power hammer. We can break the wall in the secret garden, in the weight room, and whatever else wall that we still have to break. We open the left side. Holy moly. Oh, I can't open that right side. One, two, three. Look at us. Look at us having one key short. You can see this coming as well. Yeah, and I need the power hammer to break that wall. Okay, I just want conservatory or something here, it doesn't matter. The clock tower. Library, nursery. Doesn't matter. Did we order a book? I have no idea. No, okay, I need here. Workshop would be great here. 1, 2, 3. That's fine. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. -2 from the gymnasium. I have no rolling dice anymore. This is so. I need to do passage. If I can get secret passage or workshop here or anything that goes up. Dining room, security. I'm just gonna put the planetarium here, why not? They'll need to go in, that's costing steps. That stupid thing, really. Swimming pool, drafting studio, rotunda. It's all gonna come down on the gymnasium. We can open the doors. We have a key card. And we have 2 keys in case both, if it's normal doors, we can open both of them. Did it beep? And we can also dig up here. What could we dig up? I have no idea. Turnips. Turnips could help us. That's steps. Okay. Salty turnips even. We need to go foundation. Okay, salted turnips, that's an extra 7 steps. We're in good shape. And another one of those. Keep them coming. Not that it matters though, but 28 steps and we have a secret garden. We still have a bunch of fruit in the conference room. But it does not matter. It's all depending on this door. And there is no way we can get any more. Let me think about this one. Because we have a lot of stuff that we can trade in the trading post. 1, 1, 2, 3. This room doesn't even count. So 3 to the armory. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 steps to get outside. West path thing there. That's 9. Trading post. We can try to get some rolling dice that we can re-roll here, trying to get a room that goes straight up. We can get outside, right? 1, 2. Oh yeah, just through the dark room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 steps to get outside, but the bedroom doesn't count, so it's actually 7 steps. Then we still have 21. Yeah, we can do that. We have to go outside. We have to trade everything we can. See if we can get a couple of rollers. Car keys, I don't need those. Compass, we might want to keep the compass to get a north door. Coupon book can go. Salt shaker can go. Running shoes can go. Yeah. See what we can get. What's the fastest way? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to get outside. We just take the elevator here. It's only 3, I think. It's not our plan to get the full house trophy today, but we have to risk it. We still have workshop, ballroom, any of those shenanigans. Outside here, it's probably also do everything with running shoes. Very often come in. There you go. Did not cost us any step yet. And again, didn't cost us any steps to get outside. That was 1 step, but that's fine. That's another step saved. Okay, let's see. We'll keep the key card in case the door after the gymnasium is a key card door. I don't need a metal detector for anything. Silver key. Opens a room with many doors. Definitely. Definitely. Running shoes. Coin purse. Sure. And then we'll trade that coin purse for sleeping mask. Sure. A key. Yeah, sure, but I don't need that key. Magnifying glass. Why would we need that? No idea. Sleeping mask. Another key. You're not gonna give me a rolling dice anymore, are you? Sledgehammer. We have the broken lever. Coupon book. Magnifying glass. Sleeping mask. Key again. Yeah. We want to keep the compass, although yeah, it doesn't matter. It's gonna, if we use the silver key on that door. Car keys. Sleeping mask, key. Okay, we get the order. You're not gonna give this. It's not gonna give it. What's the Morning Star? What type of deal is that, man? Lucky rabbit's foot. Are you kidding me? Magnifying glass. Salt shaker. Oh, here we go. Salt shaker for the rolling dice. Okay. The compass. We have the silver key, which gives us a room with many doors. We should get a door to the straight because We can't go right or left, huh? There are walls there. If this door is locked and we use the silver key, it's gonna have to give us a door which goes up. It could be something like the archives. That's fine. As long as we can drop that room, we will have the trophy. Or if it gives us the workshop here, then we can actually. I want to keep my sledgehammer battery pack and the broken lever. Courtyard we could potentially dig, but that's not that important. The compass we might want to keep to make sure that we go north. So then we have silver key plus compass, which gives us we should get north. So we keep trading. Morning Star, don't need that shit. But what is that for a key? So we want to keep the key card in case it gives us a security door. We definitely want to keep the key card. We use the silver key to open the door. We have more than enough keys. We can re-roll once. I don't need a sledgehammer anymore. Yes, I do to make the power hammer. I don't need a shovel anymore. It's going sleeping mask key again. Yeah. Let's keep giving it. Let's keep giving it. Broken lever for a key. No trade. Battery pack, sledgehammer. Yeah, I don't need that. If you have the silver key, you don't even need the compass. It will give us something like the archives or something, but that's fine. I don't need to go north anymore. The only way it's going to give me a door out is north, so. It's just the same again. It's that sleeping mask key combo again. Of course. Okay, I want to keep those three. I want to keep those. The Morning Star can go. Yeah, sleeping mask key again. Yeah, we get it. Yep. Yeah, we already traded for like 2 rolling dice when we started. I think you can only get 3 probably. But we tried. So we can open the door with the silver key to give us a room with more room. Something like the mechanarium is also fine. Yeah, we have boiler room. We have pump room. We have laboratory. We have 2 laboratories in the house even, I think. So what I want is something that goes up, and then right here in this square, I want to study. Because then we also have the chessboard in the house. I sold my shovel. I'm like, why can't I dig here? I traded for the shovel. That's why, Dave. And if it doesn't, yeah, we have like, what do we have? We have workshop, we have security, we have dining room, we have ballroom, we have foyer. It doesn't matter. We have gems, we have keys. We just need a door to the north. And then we have the trophy. That's all we know. All we need is a dome to the north. And even if we don't like our options, we still have a rolling die, which we can use as well. If we now don't have the full house trophy, then this game is really trying to troll us. Which is very possible. Let's see. Or the door is not open or something here. What's this? Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Foyer. Is that any help? We don't have the Great Hall, do we? Nah. We'll do a rumpus room then. Okay, we have the trophy. Doesn't matter what that room is, we have the trophy. But if it's the study, then we can also go back and do the chessboard. We'll see what he has today. That's the third time we see him. We're a bit ahead of him, I think.
As it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future. Yes, the fog is clearing. I see a shadow in the doorway. Silent footsteps in the hallways. An unlatched gate you did not open. A missing item you did not take. I see a young boy watched from afar. A young boy who once was brave, but now afraid. What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara. Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
I'm not sure what he was trying to tell us there, but... Well, he showed us the angels in the tomb. Trying to guide us there, I guess. Looking up to the sickle, that's sort of trying to tell us you can interact with that. This guy is supposed to give you some hints, but... I don't know. We're a bit ahead of him, I think. I think he's trying to tell us things that we already did. Let's pick up our trophy. Yeah, study would be great. If we don't get it the first time, we can reroll once. Because we have all the other... Yeah, what is this here, by the way? A bishop. Okay. Well, yeah, we had the chapel already. That's also a bishop. Knight. Knight has to come from the armory, I think, because I think that's the only knight we got. I don't see security, I don't see the observatory, and I don't know what the fourth knight room is. Opposite is our king. Yeah, we need a queen room. We can't get ladies' chamber in this square. We can only get ladies' chamber in the west wing. So our only thing is to get a study here, right now. In either this pull or once we reroll. Didn't we just use that silver key on the gymnasium? I guess not. I just will use a normal key. I don't think I want to use that silver key actually. No, we want a dead study is a dead end. We want to use a normal key. Now it. Oh, okay. We have to do workshop. Yeah, we have to do workshop. We have to do the workshop because we can make the power hammer and we can smash some things. we solved that already. Here's our trophy. You have been awarded the Full House Trophy for drafting a room in every single open slot of your house. Trophies earned will be permanently added to the trophy room. The whole square is full, but we are not done yet though. Because we are gonna make a sledgehammer, a battery pack, and a broken lever, and we're making the power hammer. You can be assured of that. And we have the right rooms in the house to do so. Now the question is, be careful. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Boom, boom. 9, 10, 11, 12. We have a conference room full of fruit. Then, can we get to the weight room? We should be able to get to the weight room. Secret garden, weight room. We don't have the greenhouse, we cannot smash that one. What was the other one we wanted to smash? Outside, we smashed the room. We broke the vase. We don't have the tomb. That was also one of those things which one of them looked like. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. We need to be very careful what we... Oh, these stupid steps in the gymnasium, they might actually just kill us. We need to get to the foundation. That's definitely a thing. And hopefully the... do we still have the running shoes? We sold them. Oh wow, this is not great. One, 2, 3, 4, 5 more. That's 9. Okay. It's really going to depend on how much fruit is in the conference room. Because we can go through the antechamber. What I also want to try is try to trade the basement key. And we still have the lost and found that we haven't been into, but that's fine. We have to go to the weight room anyway. That's going to be all about steps. Right, we want to be here. We want to smash this wall. Okay. We want to point it to the east, I guess, because it was to the west and then it opens the west door. If we point it to the east, it will open the east door probably. Which we could not do before because we could not operate that top arrow. But now that we have that thing broken, we can. Okay, indeed. So this place opens this thing. On the other side as well. Okay, that's what is broken. So I'm assuming there's another one in the weight room then, because there's also one of these walls. Now maybe one in the greenhouse. Okay, let's turn these things here. Oh, of course. Well, that's very nice to get if you don't know what's going on. Not so good for us, because this is the solution of the first sigil, which we already solved. We found the middle part we found in the tomb, and we knew the outside border was black. So we knew, well, we knew it was black for this realm. And the rest of the solution was down below in the tomb already, in the abandoned mine thing. The only thing we didn't have was a border, but the core of the thing in the middle, it's hanging in the elevator with the blue flames, and it was fully black color. Also downstairs, throne room, earlier we saw it again. And then the other thing is the moon, so yeah, let's just put them somewhere. West or east, doesn't matter. The wall is broken. Broken walls are permanent, so it doesn't matter where we put them. Let's put them west. Then we can open the west. We turn the wheel second. This thing will be open forever now. In other words, from now on, if we find secret garden, we can open west and east. Which also means that we can just walk through now, because we have both opened. It's perfect, eh? Reservoir is on 0. Okay, let's first get through this place here. Did we not open this room? No, we didn't. Let's take the basement key, and we can maybe it depends. It's really gonna depend on how much fruit is here, isn't there? We know the secret garden spread fruit, and we drafted it after the conference room, so the fruit should be in here. Yeah, look at that. A lot of apples though. And we lost our salt shaker. I was hoping on a few more oranges. So what do we got here? 13 plus 15 is 28. Okay. One, two, three. We lost our shovel, Dave. 4, 5, 6. First to the weight, 7 to the weight room. Let's do the weight room first. Music place, and then down. Because you know already that that stupid room over there. Yeah, we traded our shovel. We know that it's lost and found room. That's more than likely gonna take our power hammer. So we're gonna go first into the weight room and see what that wall is all about. Which one was it? This one. The destruction of structural elements of the house, like walls, is not permanent and will reset every few days. The destruction of the structural elements of the house, like walls, is not permanent and will reset every few days. It's a red note, but it's not in capital letters, but it's still printed, right? It's still not written. Handwritten is true, but if it's just normal, I think this is bullshit. Oh, look at that. Let's open the south as well. Another south lever. So we have west and east. Okay, let me get this straight. So we got west and east opens by the secret garden. We have south is opened by the weight room and the greenhouse with the broken lever in the greenhouse. East is opened by the great hall. So there needs to be something else which opens west again in such a way. There is something else which we don't know yet, because we can open every side with 2 different rooms. East side we can open with secret garden and great hall. The south we can open with greenhouse and weight room, and the west we can open with secret garden and some other room. There's got to be another lever so that it also has 2 opening up opportunities, and probably also the room 46 itself. We can open it downstairs, but there's probably another way of opening it. What do we got? 21 steps. I have 2 steps to the foundation. Is there any wall downstairs that we still want to break? I don't think so. I want to do secret garden and weight room. We have blew up the thing in the dynamite in the trading post, where we found their moonshine business, but not sure what it does. It probably has a function later on. Because other than that we found 40 coins there, it didn't do much. That room must have a function, otherwise it would not be breakable. It has no function other than the fact that we found 40 coins there, which will probably only be once. So we're gonna have to check it again in the trading post. Let's see. Laboratory, no. Corridor, no. Breakfast, no. Kitchen, chapel, hallway, armory, nothing we can break there. Servants' quarter, no. Oh yeah, we can check. I have so much stuff. We can check, but we need to be careful with our steps. We have admin keys that we can check to see what that shit does. I'm just thinking before I go into this lost and found room, with which we have not been in yet, because it's going to take one of our items. You know it's going to take something good. In this case, you just wanted to take the lockpick or the silver key. We don't need silver key. We have no more rooms to draft. But it probably will take the best thing we have, the basement key or the power hammer. So maybe it's better to go downstairs first and see what we can trade for the basement key. Maybe we can get an upgrade disc or something. Because in 3 steps we can go into the laboratory, it's computer to upgrade. That's why I duplicated the laboratory in the chambers of mirror, so that we can put it. It's an L shape, you very often get it, now, especially now that we have it uncommon. You can put it in the house, you can run an experiment, you have a computer nearby, in case you find an upgrade disk. And if you have to go outside, it only takes a few steps to get back, so having a laboratory in the corner here is not a bad thing. But we need to see what we do with our steps. We're gonna have to use that foundation again. But meanwhile we have lost our running shoes though. So everything downstairs is also gonna cost steps. And we are going to 1, 2, 3 doorways. So that's 3 steps in other words. 1, 2, 3 steps out, that's 5, that's 16. And then we have to come back. That's 11, 12, 13, and then who knows what is in there. And we did not get our study, so we can't do the chessboard. Okay, yeah. I know, I can't lose my power hammer because we need to break that wall on the chessboard as well. I don't know. We'll see if we have enough steps to get back in the house to that lost and found. Boiler foundation, that's what we definitely want to do. And then we'll see. It's gonna be close, I think. Especially if we want to miss. Also want to check those admin keys in the grotto, but the admin keys we can do on the next day as well if we want. Yeah, actually, yeah. That's not, the admin keys is not so important. Well, it's important probably for our progression, story-wise and whatnot, and puzzle-wise, but we have the names, right? We know what the formula is for the admin key, so we can do that at any given day. So I think it's more important to now break that wall here, which we just found on the picture earlier, in the safe house downstairs. Yeah, we still have a few things to do here. It's all gonna depend on steps. We might die somewhere downstairs. Oh my god, really? That's also, coming out of that elevator is also a step. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, we've already broken this. Really? Did I forget about that? That's possible. Yeah, I must have broken it already in a couple of episodes ago. We had the power hammer once, and then we broke. What did we break? Oh, the outside wall here, the one that we just walked through. Yeah, then I probably did it. I thought I didn't have this place yet. Yeah, it's no point in trying, is there? We're missing a queen, huh? Rook Chapel was here somewhere. I have no idea. Den was here somewhere. Come on, where there we go. We have den room there. The armory was here, I think. Huh? And then the king was the office. I was upstairs there somewhere, right? Yep. Yeah, we have no queen. The thing is, we have no queen room. That's our problem. Looks nice, but we have no queen. No study anywhere in our house. And also no ladies' chamber, so yeah, we have no queen. Okay. Where's our boat? Our boat is on the other side. Because we can get to the tomb from here. Well, not to the tomb, to the reservoir. Yeah, through here, through this wall that we've broken open. Well, we didn't break it open with the candles. We got the rotating stairs there, which came down here and then opened this door from the other side. So you can get to Draxus there. But he doesn't open the tomb, does he? No, so we can't get on the tomb because... No, you can only get into the reservoir, and our boat, to do that, this is a bit pointless. Our boat is on the wrong side. Talking about that boat, we have set the reservoir on 0 as well. Yeah, at some point we're gonna die somewhere. I'm thinking like grotto, admin keys, reservoir. Who knows what we found there? If we can find the sanctum keys there. Okay, let's go for that. If we die, we die. Eh? Lost and found, I don't know. We haven't been in the room. We don't need many steps there. How many do we need? Foundation, boiler, weight, passageway, and lost and found. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need 5 steps. We need to have 1 steps over as well. I don't know. Depends on how much we lose downstairs here. That was not a doorway. Okay, this is though. Holy moly. Okay. Well, we have 8 keys with us. Oh, can we smash them? We have sledgehammer and morning stars. No, we got rid of the morning star. We got the power hammer, yeah. That would be great if that thing smashes here. Ah, no, of course not. We have to use keys. What do you expect? Cheese Minelli. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 that I can see. Holy moly. 20, 21, 22, 23. And there's another one there. Okay. Gambling time, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 black ones. Okay, let's check the whites. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 whites. Okay. Blue is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blues as well. We got 3 pinks there, another 2 there, that's 5, 6 as well. Okay. 6 black, 6 blues, 6 pinks, I think. Unless we missed the whites. Oh, here maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there was 1 there. It's 5. Yeah, white is only 5. But this is the symbol of our great uncle, isn't it? The moon. Oh, okay. It doesn't matter. I thought the black ones all had a moon. Yeah, this one does though. We'll just open the moon. That's the symbol of our great uncle. You know, Secret Garden we just saw there earlier also had that moon symbol. How many of these are there? 2, 3. 3 so far. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Let's try the moons. A black box contains allowance tokens. That's a red note. That's July, I think. No, we just try the moons. And then next time we do the stars or whatever, right? The box containing allowance tokens is marked by the moon. That's also wrong. Only one box in the reservoir has a price. Could be true. We stick to our plan. More than 2 boxes contain prizes. Okay, that's wrong. Oh. The sanctum key is in a black box. Could be 2. Green notes in a blue box might be true. I don't know. We have 2 more moons somewhere. We had 7, right? So I was about to have, yeah, okay. So whatever is in blue box is true? Or if it's on a green note or something like that. The box containing allowance tokens is marked by... We haven't opened any of those yet. Maybe whatever is in blue is true? What was that one saying? That could be. The box containing allowance tokens is white. Green notes in blue boxes is true? No, we don't know it. We opened the moons, did we? I don't know. And apparently I missed one because I thought we had 8 keys. Okay, we opened all the moons now. This box contained a sanctum key. Okay, it's just about the notes. Blue note is true. Red note is false. Okay, we found the sanctum key. We have no more keys to check any of the other rules. What is this? The box containing allowance tokens is white. Yeah, that could be. If there are allowance tokens in any of these boxes. This is just a red note, that doesn't matter. Only one box in the reservoir has a puzzle. Could be that green notes in pink boxes are true. A black box contains allowance tokens. Yeah, we have no idea. We have not seen any allowance tokens in any of these boxes. This is just false. The box containing allowance token, yeah, this is just false. There's a red note. The only thing we don't know exactly is what these green notes are doing. This is just false. So there's only one box with the price. The sanctum key is in a black box. That's true, huh? It wasn't in a black box. The box containing allowance tokens is white. So I think green notes in a blue box are true, I think. I think that's what the green notes do. Green notes in a blue box are true. So that's false. We have another blue box. Yeah, this one I think, right? Yeah. The sanctum key is in a black box. That was true. So if that one is true, and this was also a green node in a blue box. The box containing allowance tokens is white. So one of these boxes have an allowance tokens, one of the white ones. So next time we have to open white, which means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 boxes are white. Now we opened everything with moons on it. So I think that's what we learned about these green nodes, is that if you find them in a blue box, they are true. Blue memos are just true as it is. Red memos are false as it is, unless they are handwritten. Green memos inside a blue box are true, because both of those green memos inside the blue boxes were true. The other blue box there, that was not true. But that was not a green one. Okay. We have a sanctum key. We need to get rid of that thing in such a way that we have to open it. Let's see, we are here. Let's open all the doors of the antechamber. Okay, which one do we open? We don't know anything about those. So it's one of these two. We know he went from Orinda Ares when he started. He went south to Eraja. We know that. But other than the fact that it is violet, we don't know much about it. No, I think I'm gonna open Arch Ares, because in Arch Ares we know it is yellow. We know it's stormy weather. We just need to figure out what the society is, or the transport, or whatever it is. So I think I'm gonna open this one. We have to open it anyway, because otherwise we lose our sanctum key. Right, so that's another sanctum key that we can get from our paper. So this is the one that we found in the reservoir. So we got 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 open. We're halfway. Okay, so yeah, we know this is yellow, but what does that mean? Yellow. Yellow is the sort of tense, let's say. But I have no screenshots from no, I did not take a screenshot because that book was not complete as the other things. The other things we wrote down, I think. Yellow. Yeah, we know this is Arch Ares, we know this is yellow, so we know what the border is. Once you know the color, you know what the border is. Because that we do know. We have the 8 colors with what border that it's coming across. The hour yellow. Yellow is mountain symbol. Yeah, we know that. We know it's stormy weather. So. Yeah, this is the problem. We don't know what this is. This was Orinda Aries. What are these rails? They have a railroad. There was, after the war, there was railroad, but does this stand for railroad? I have no idea. What is this? What's this stuff here? Square with a dot. This is the one that we used on pink. But yeah, it's about society and is it like academic or industrial or railroad or air transportation, or it's about the way they their society lives, or the way how they transport or something. That's these little symbols. And that's what we do not know about this one. This is like gardening, and so like flowers. It's like a holiday paradise or something. And this was what was this again? Martial or tribal or something? One of these two. I don't think they're tribal though. This is the air thing, I think. Yeah, one of these was martial, and this is. I think this is martial, and the other was tribal, I think. And then we're back on the Orinda one though. So it could be this if it's railroad. We know they used to have a railroad, but then yeah, the red guys broke it up or something, right? Or they blew it up or whatever. Okay, and then what? Then we have the weather. That's the weather in Orinda and Fen. No, we want stormy. We want those. No. That's probably storm. Lightning symbol. No, that's what we use on pink. That's hail, rain, maybe? What are these? Sun rays? Sunshine? This is like when you don't know anything about the weather, I guess. We know it's stormy, so my guess is this one. That's my guess. And now we need the border to be yellow, right? Which was the tents. That's this one. Okay. So we have storm, lightning rays, we have yellow, which is the tents. But we don't know anything about the modes. We also don't know how many of these we need, so we're gonna have to do this. Okay, and then push this one. Okay, and now we look for the tents again. We're still using the same symbols, but this time we have only 4 lines and 8 symbols. So we're gonna have to play a bit with that. What do we need to do? This one, eh? Yeah, the knob. Okay, now it's 4-4, but now we need that outside again. Okay. Not 4-4. Up again. 3-5. 3-5. Now we need the tens again. We're using the same symbol, it's just changing the numbers, but for some reason or another it always changes the border as well. Okay, 3-5. That's the third one we try, right? Okay. Press the knob again for the fourth time now. Now it's 4-5-5-4. Okay. Change the border again. Why can't it just keep the border? What is that all about? We select all the symbols and then we just want to change the numbers. Okay, 5-4. Nope. That's the fifth time. 2-8. Definitely didn't try 2-8. We don't know what these numbers mean, that's a problem. We need to find that book so that we know what is determining on how many we take from each. Now there are 8 options. Once you have all the figurines, we know what the lines are, we know what the border is. We think that this is the symbol for yellow, but it might be wrong. We're testing that. We only have to check it 8 times. Yep, this is correct, border. Okay. That's the 6th time. Now we have 5-8. Okay. 7th time. Now we have 8-8. Full power. That's a lot of, yeah, maybe that is it. No. And one more, I think. 4 lines and 8 symbols. With the right border, of course. Yeah, I don't know why it changes the border every time. We just want to change the numbers in total. The border should always stay the same. Okay, that doesn't work. So yeah, we need to figure out what these the symbols in the middle are for yellow. The lines, we know it's stormy weather, so the lines are definitely correct. We know yellow is the tents on the outside. We know this is yellow, so it's this, it's these symbols here. So this one here. But then there are way more combinations. We don't know what the modes are. We don't know what the society is about in our cherries. I gambled on these rail tracks there, but that was not it. So we do know that is not that now. Yeah, if we do it, what does it do if we do this? Yeah, there are way more options now. We could try what I just did with all the 8 different symbols, of course. That could work. But then we need to try 64 things. I'm not gonna do that though. And then yeah, eventually we're doing like 512 things, I think. We just need to figure out what they are. We looked at the stamp in the mailroom earlier. But we knew it already. We knew it was stormy weather in our cherries. We knew that from the book from History over India. We knew our cherries is stormy weather. We know it is yellow. We know what the yellow means for the border. So what we need to know is the society. What are they doing there? Which is what we don't know. Okay, we are also slightly running out of steps. But yeah, we had to do it. We had to open that door, otherwise we lost our sanctum key. If you have a sanctum key, always make sure that you have enough steps to at least open the door. You can try to solve it next time, on the next day, or whatever, but we might actually be good though. Because we're in the, what did I say we needed? 5 steps? Yeah. That's good enough, huh? And we also lowered the elevator permanently now. I thought we put it like this the other day. We used the elevator from downstairs with the key card, and we put it like that, so I thought it will stay there forever, but apparently not. But now it should do though, because we came from the passageway and we lowered it from there. Then it's a permanent. The lift should now stay over here, right here, not keep hanging in the air again. Yeah, what do you want to do? We have 2 options. We can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straight into room 46. Or we can do 1, 2, 3, 4 and lose an item. Or we could go outside and trade the basement key, but what are they gonna give us? We will not have enough steps to even get to a computer. No, let's just see what's going on there. We'll die in the lost and found room. How do you enter this place? Definitely not in the gymnasium. Boiler room we need. That's over there. What a day again. But yeah, I think it's we have noticed that already. The day seems to be more adventurous from now on. How do we get into this place? Here. Okay, let's see what's gonna steal from us if we walk in. Yeah, any of these things, randomly. The power hammer. That's what I thought. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. $370? And we don't have a vault in the house anyway. Or a code check for that matter. We still have one of these vault keys in the code check. This is gonna be the one with the sanctum key probably. This room is somehow related to the sanctum key, because it also gave us one of the solutions here. Yeah, this is the solution for pink. Yeah, it's the solution for pinks, and the first time we entered this room there was a pink Morajay box. This is just a pawn room. Okay, so what are the items? Oh yeah, the vault key and this, whatever this is. An aerosol can of repellent. Press X in any room in your house to use. Starting tomorrow, that floor plan will be removed from the house and draft pool for 1 week. We're gonna die here, but we're gonna do it. We died in the weight room, but I pressed X. We'll see if we see we could walk in before we died. I could press X. I pressed it like 3 times, I think. We are day 18, so we should not, if this thing works. But it's possible that you need to have like 1 step remaining before it actually counts, but we'll see. We'll see in the next episodes for the next 7 days. in game. I don't know. Sometimes we do 2 or 3 episodes, 2 or 3 days in an episode. So, but in theory, we should not see the weight room till day 25 if it works. Other than that, we filled up our grids for the first time ever, which gave us the trophy of the full house. So that's our second trophy after the room 46 trophy, which for reaching the room 46 for the first time. Other than that, we found a few extra ways to get into the antechamber. We have solved one of the signals and one of them almost. If we can find the society thing for yellow for our cherries, then we can solve our fourth one. Unfortunately, we couldn't get the study, otherwise we would also had an opportunity to do the chessboard. We got a power hammer in the workshop. We could break out the secret garden, which gave us more options here. We could break out the weight room, which gave us other options to open the antechamber. We wanted to check downstairs on the chessboard the wall, but apparently I already broke it open the last time. I forgot about that. We found the sanctum key downstairs in the safe house, and then also in the reservoir. We added the clock tower to our drafting pool, and we know there is a sanctum key high up in the clocks or something, the description was. So that's probably in the clock tower room. And also the room. Can we change the room directory? No. The room also, if you clicked on it, it also showed 1:30. 1:30 is the sacred hour. So I guess we need to go at 1:30. We start the day always at 8 AM. So I think we need to drop the clock tower and go into that room at 1:30 and then see what happens. Because it also said in italic in the text, the sacred hour or the sacred time or something it said. And it showed 1:30 on the floor plan. So that's something we're gonna have to try. But then we first, of course, we need to get the we need to get the clock tower in the house as quickly as possible. So then you almost need to put it like in the bottom, because you start the day at 8 in the morning, but the time goes relatively fast. So by the time you're on row 3, 4 or something, it's already noon or whatever. So we need to get that clock tower somewhere in a corner or something in the bottom row. Something like entrance hall, hallway, and then in the corner you put like your clock tower. And then just keep an eye on the time, and somewhere at 1 or 1:15 you go into that room and just wait 15 minutes. Which is in game maybe a few seconds. The time goes pretty fast. So that's something we definitely need to do. That would give us another sanctum key. Although we have no information on how to solve any of the others. Give or take the colors we more or less know, but so that's only the border of that. Yeah, it is what it is. There's not much we can do. Save and quit. Was a fruitful day though. We got a trophy, we got a lot of stuff done. Except for the chessboard. I can't get rid of that knight. We chosen the knight the first time because we wanted to, but... And I also need to figure out why I did not take a screen. Well, we could do that. The book is downstairs on in the hallway of that chessboard thing there. There is a book at the end of that hallway. Well, it's not a hallway, it's a mine shaft, more or less. There is a book, but it's missing pages, and some pages are ripped out, and so we had a bit of information. The only thing that we had fully, and that's why I took a screenshot of it, was the borders. We have the 8 different borders, the 8 different colors. And then from the class room, we could get some colors and things like that. So we sort of know what color the shapes are, the cores, let's say. By some we found. Right, for instance, the Orinda one it's in the elevator that we just came down to. The hourglass is all over the place in purple rooms. Ladies' chamber, the diary key also is the hourglass, and it is violet. You can also find in the nursery, which is a violet room. Any of the bedrooms you can find that hourglass. So it's pretty clear that the hourglass is violet, which is a Raja, representing a Raja. The mountain is yellow and the V shape is orange. That's what you know from the classrooms. The violet, the orange and the yellow, that came from a classroom grade 1. Then the red one was given to us in that book as an example. They gave you a full option, which was the red one, which was the pentagram one, which is Fen Aries. Red is Fen Aries. Then black is Orinda Aries. The same weather as in Fen Aries, of course, because it's the same area. It used to be black, but then after the war it became red. So it's the same area, the weather is the same there. But before they were like more down to earth and peaceful. After one, the red is martial. It's like a dictator. So that's why they have different modes, right? They don't have the same modes. It is of course possible that the yellow one has the same symbol as the black one, because they were connected by train in the beginning. Because the black one has some sort of 5 shape symbol in the modes. I thought the 3 lines were like representing the railroad, but it could be that 5 shape if that's a railroad. But I don't know, we don't know about society. We know they were connected. Orinda was connected to Archaris by train. And I think we ordered a book to The Story of Riddington or something. I don't know what I ordered. Either we need to order or we ordered something in the library. We drafted the library in the corner at the top there, but we didn't have enough steps. I actually did not went in the room. So we're gonna have to drive the library again. Then the pink one we solved with the information we found in the lost and found room there. Which leaves us with white and green. And we got that white half circle, half sunshine, whatever. Yeah. We got in the morning room. We saw a white half circle. So it's white. Down below there is a white half. There is a half circle, so that could be white. And it was white lines and orange lines coming out of it, sort of, or almost like sun rays coming out of the sunshine. So that could mean that sunshine is the weather of the white realm, whatever it is. But that's what we don't know. What is white? Is it nuance or is it one of the other ones which we don't even know the name of? We're gonna have to find some Mora J boxes or something too, because those things are also giving away the color and the shape. The things you have to lock on those little puzzle boxes, that is actually the color and the shape of that realm. Like for instance, if you found in the trading post, you had these mountain symbols, and you had to lock yellow in the corners. And yellow is the mountain symbol. It's Arch Aries. Today in the Lost and Found, we found like the moats and the wraith and the border, and then there was a puzzle box where we had to lock pink colors in the corner, and that gave us the core shape. That's why we could solve that pink one completely with all the information we found in the Lost and Found. Anyway, it was a long one again, but yeah, it was a profit one. We had to run up and down trading posts, trading your microships to start the day. We found the throne room, which is now available in our floor plans from tomorrow on. So yeah, definitely a good episode. We'll leave it at this for episode 14, and we'll see you guys in the next one, where we'll try to figure out some more information. We might try to go for a schoolhouse or something and see if we can get some more information in the higher grade classes. And then also the chess pieces we also need to do. We need to get rid of that power of the king, of the knight. We don't need it anymore. We just needed it once so that we could add. We needed to choose it so that we could add the armory to the floor plans. Once we have chosen it, now we can go back to the chessboard if we can ever fill the house again with all 6 chess pieces, and then choose another power. We want to go for power of the king because then we can choose the color of the rooms that we want to run that day the most. You can choose like green, then you get all the green rooms. Orange, you get all the orange rooms, and so on. We'll see. That will be for next time. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you soon in episode number 15. Until then, bye bye.